The technology process that I'll be elaborating on today is a process of decision making and the 7 steps that are included. The steps themselves are: number 1, identifying the problem and the decision to be made. Number 2 is gathering the information. Number 3 is identifying alternative plans. Number 4 is weighing evidence between these alternative plans. Number 5 is picking among these alternative plans. Number 6 is making the decision that you've come to the conclusion of. And number 7 is reviewing the decision afterwards and deciding whether or not you approve of the decision or it was the right thing to do. The process is applicable to most all decisions that need to be made throughout daily life, whether or not you're deciding what sports players to take off the bench and put on the field, or where to invest your money as an investor. One neat part of this 7-step process that I found is that it's actually redoable, is that you can start over from the beginning once you've reviewed. So if you go through the 7-step process and you realize that your decision was not the correct decision or not as effective as you needed it to be, that you can just start this process over again and make new decisions regarding whatever it is that you're tasked with. A way to weigh evidence, as is step number 4, is by a simple pros and cons list. That was in the office the other day. It's an effective way to weigh 2 different things or multiple things in terms of what you think could be best for yourself. In the office, they were trying to decide how to distribute the raises for the new year because they were unable to give everybody raises, but they had to give some people raises, and they had to decide who. So they went through pros and cons lists. They put beans down on people's faces. I think eventually maybe everybody got raises. I haven't gotten that far yet on this rewatch. The last step of the 7-step process is reviewing the decision, and that can be thought of as a debriefing process, where now after you've been through this decision-making process, you can look at it and decide whether you made the right decision for the situation, whether you make the same decision, and gain understanding of that decision in future situations. I thought this process was interesting to read about because it's something that we do in our daily lives and definitely don't separate into 7 steps every time we make a decision. But it was very interesting. I hope I did this video correctly.